Hello, my name is Shipp, and today I'd like to tell you a little bit about my friend Steve, a special story about my friend Steve. He's a very special man. He's a fancy dresser. He also owns a fancy dresser where he keeps his fancy clothing. I've searched through that dresser before, and he has other items in there. He has a stack of index cards. He has a phone. I don't know what that's doing in the dresser. That seems kind of weird to me. He also has a few pens, which I think is a bad idea. I would be afraid to keep pens near clothing like that because I would be afraid that the ink would get on the clothing, and I have to deal with that enough as a writer because when I do my laundry, sometimes I leave pens inside my pants or in my jacket, and then I forget, and after it washes, it just gets ink blots all over the place, and sometimes I'm walking around with a big ink blot on my shirt, and I'm walking around, and then people are like, "Hey, is that a Rorschach mark on there? Is that a Rorschach mark on your shirt?" And I'm like, "That's not even how to say that word," and and the guy's like, "Well, that to me that mark looks like a singing banana," and I go, "That's true. It does look like a singing banana," and the guy's like, "You know what a singing banana would sing about? You know what it would sing?" And I'm like, "Well, maybe a song about something being appealing." And he goes, "No." It goes na 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 na, and I think, oh, that's an awful joke. That's just so awful. But I don't want to be rude, so I say, "Hey man, that's a great joke. You're a funny man. You're a cool man. I like your top hat. I like your monocle. I don't know why you're wearing two monocles, one on each eye. It looks kind of strange." And the guy goes, "This is actually doctor's orders. I'm actually very sensitive about this, and you've just hurt my heart, kind of bad." And he just starts crying and crying, and I feel pretty bad. And I give him $10, and he goes, "You know what, son? This is exactly what I need right now." And he just takes the money and he turns around and he walks away, and he looks like he's walking on cloud nine. And so I go home, and then the whole house is just ransacked. Everything that can be knocked over is knocked over. There are scratches on the walls. There's scratches on the wood floor. And I go to the cats and I'm like, "What happened, guys?" And they're like, "It wasn't us. It wasn't us." And I was like, "I trust you. I trust you with all my heart." And then I just look around for clues. I get out my magnifying glass and I put on my special hat, and I search for clues, and I can't find anything. And then the next day my cats are like, "Okay, it was us. We did it. We admit it." And deep down I knew it was them, but I felt like I wanted to believe in them. I wanted to believe that they are very nice cats, and then I realized that they are nice cats, and it doesn't matter what they do. They could bring the whole house down, and I would still love them. And so, what was I talking about?